Four-leaf clover. The four-leaf clover is a rare botanical variation of the common three-leaf clover. Its rarity is the basis of its lucky reputation, as naturally occurring four-leaf clovers appear unpredictably in clover patches. The plant is strongly tied to Celtic and Irish tradition, where clovers were considered spiritually meaningful. Over time, the four-leaf version became associated with exceptional fortune. Folk interpretations assign one meaning to each leaflet: faith, hope, love, and luck, with the fourth leaf representing an uncommon blessing. Older European stories claim that those who carried a four-leaf clover could see hidden spirits or avoid trickery from supernatural forces, making it a protective charm as well as a lucky one. People traditionally found clovers into books or sealed them in lockets to preserve their symbolism. In modern use, the clover appears frequently in jewelry, greeting cards, and charms, particularly around celebrations of Irish culture. Even stylized versions retain the core idea that rarity itself creates a symbol of unexpected good fortune. Maneki Neko, beckoning cat. The Maneki Neko is a Japanese figurine depicting a seated cat with one raised paw in a beckoning gesture. The gesture is based on the Japanese hand motion for "come here," which explains why the figure is placed near entrances of businesses or homes. Its cultural origin traces to Edo period stories, in which cats brought unexpected fortune to their caretakers. One story describes a poor temple priest saved from ruin when a wandering samurai interpreted a cat's raised paw as an invitation and became a benefactor. The figurine's raised left paw is believed to attract visitors, while the raised right paw is used to invite financial gain. Color variations add meaning: white for positivity, black for protection, gold for prosperity, pink for love, and green for academic success. Many versions carry a koban, an old Japanese coin symbolizing wealth. Today, the Maneki Neko is used across Asia and internationally, both as a cultural icon and as a practical charm intended to draw steady opportunities and success. Hamsa hand. The hamsa is a palm-shaped amulet used across the Middle East and North Africa as a protective symbol. It features an open hand with 5 fingers and often includes an eye at the center. The symbol appears in Jewish, Islamic, and earlier pre-Abrahamic traditions, where the hand form represented divine guardianship. In Arabic, it is called hamsa, meaning 5. In Judaism, it is known as the hand of Miriam, and in Islam as the hand of Fatima. Its primary function is to protect against the evil eye, a concept describing harm caused by envy or negative attention. The central eye symbolizes a counter gaze that intercepts harmful intent. When the fingers point upward, the amulet represents defense and strength. When pointing downward, it symbolizes blessings and the acceptance of positive energy. Historically, the hamsa appeared on doorways, pottery, jewelry, and household items to provide continuous protection. Today, it remains widely used in personal accessories and home decor, valued as a visual marker of safety and spiritual well-being. Nazar, evil eye amulet. The nazar is a circular blue glass charm designed to counter the effects of the evil eye. Its layered rings of dark blue, white, light blue, and black form an abstract eye shape intended to intercept harmful glances. Its origins stretch back to ancient Mediterranean and Middle Eastern cultures that believed envy could cause illness or misfortune. The nazar functions as a symbolic counter-gaze. It absorbs or reflects negative attention before it reaches the wearer. The blue color is significant because it was historically considered protective and visually striking in regions where eye-shaped charms were common. When a nazar cracks, it is interpreted as having absorbed harmful energy, and replacing it ensures continued protection. Placement determines its function: above doorways for household safety, on vehicles for travel protection, or worn on the body for personal defense. Today, the nazar is widely used in Turkey, Greece, and the Middle East, and has spread globally as a recognizable emblem of protection from misfortune. Elephant. The elephant is a good luck symbol in India and Southeast Asia, where it represents stability, wisdom, and prosperity. Figurines typically show an elephant with a raised trunk, a detail interpreted as projecting good fortune outward. The symbolism is rooted in Hindu and Buddhist traditions. In Hinduism, the god Ganesha, who has an elephant's head, is known as the remover of obstacles and patron of new beginnings. In Buddhism, elephants symbolize mental strength and calm determination. A raised trunk is associated with the release of good luck, while a downward trunk symbolizes grounded energy and fertility. Historically, elephants played essential roles in labor, transport, and ceremonies, which helped establish their connection to abundance and authority. Today, elephant figures are placed near entrances for protection or positioned facing inward to attract good fortune into the home. They are also used in jewelry and decorative arts around the world, where they continue to represent reliable progress and protective wisdom. Horseshoe. The horseshoe is a U-shaped iron object traditionally used to protect a horse's hoof, later adopted as a household luck charm. Its association with good fortune comes from European folklore, where iron was believed to repel harmful spirits. A well-known legend describes St. Dunstan, a blacksmith, who nailed a horseshoe onto the devil's hoof. The pain was so great that the devil agreed never to enter a home displaying a horseshoe above the door. This story helped establish the horseshoe as a protective barrier. The orientation affects its symbolic meaning. When the open end faces upward, the horseshoe is said to hold luck. When facing downward, it is believed to pour luck onto those passing beneath. Traditional shoes with 7 nail holes reinforce the connection to the widely significant number. 7 horseshoes are commonly placed above doors, in stables, or used as charms in vehicles. Today, they appear in home decor and jewelry as general symbols of protection and enduring good fortune. Acorn. The acorn is the seed of the oak tree and functions as a symbol of potential, resilience, and longevity. Ancient Celtic and Norse societies revered the oak as a sacred tree associated with gods of thunder and protection. The acorn, as its seed, was believed to carry that protective force in a compact, portable form. People carried acorns to guard against lightning, illness, or misfortune, interpreting the seed's hard shell as a metaphor for resilience. The oak's long lifespan contributed to the belief that the acorn encouraged vitality and healthy aging. As a food source for animals and early human communities, the acorn also became a symbol of abundance and steady provision. Historically, acorns were kept in pockets, pouches, or small containers as personal talismans. Today, they appear in jewelry, decorative objects, and educational symbols, where they represent the idea that small beginnings can lead to significant growth and long-term prosperity. Swastika, traditional auspicious symbol. The traditional swastika is an ancient geometric symbol found throughout Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. Its name comes from the Sanskrit word meaning well-being or good fortune. The symbol consists of 4 bent arms radiating from a central point, forming a shape associated with rotation and cosmic order. A clockwise swastika represents the movement of the sun and auspicious beginnings, while a counterclockwise form is used in specific ritual contexts. In Hindu households, swastikas are traditionally drawn on doorways, tools, and account books to invite prosperity and success. In Buddhism, the symbol appears on statues, manuscripts, and temple architecture, representing enlightenment and the eternal cycle of life. In Jainism, it represents the 4 states of existence in the cycle of rebirth. Historically, the swastika functioned as a universal marker of blessings, protection, and good fortune. Today, it remains widely used in South Asian cultural and religious contexts as a sacred symbol of auspiciousness. Cornicello. The cornicello is an Italian horn-shaped amulet used for protection and good luck. It resembles a small curved horn or chili pepper and is traditionally made from red coral, silver, gold, or glass. Its origins lie in ancient Roman beliefs, where horns symbolized strength, vitality, and fertility. Over time, the cornicello became strongly associated with protection from the evil eye, a form of harm believed to arise from envy or negative attention. The pointed shape functions symbolically as a deflector of harmful energy. Red coral was historically considered the most potent version, believed to contain protective forces connected to the sea. The cornicello was traditionally given during major life events such as births, weddings, or the start of new ventures to safeguard the recipient. Today, it remains common in Italy and Italian diaspora communities, appearing as a pendant, keychain, rearview mirror charm, or household decoration, continuing its role as a protector against misfortune. Laughing Buddha. The Laughing Buddha is based on Budai, a Chinese monk whose joyful demeanor made him a symbol of abundance, good fortune, and contentment. The figurine typically shows him with a round belly, smiling face, and relaxed posture. He often carries a sack, gold ingot, or prayer beads, each representing specific blessings. The sack is associated with gathering wealth or removing troubles. The ingot symbolizes prosperity, and the beads represent spiritual progress. Folk belief holds that touching the figure's belly transfers good energy to the person, making the gesture a common practice. Placement matters. Near entrances, it attracts prosperity. In living spaces, it encourages positivity, and in work areas, it symbolizes productivity. Although rooted in Chinese Buddhist culture, the Laughing Buddha is not the historical Buddha, but a folk figure representing worldly happiness. Today, it is used globally as a decorative and symbolic charm representing optimism, abundance, and the expectation of ongoing good fortune. Dreamcatcher. The dreamcatcher is a protective object created by the Ojibwe people of North America. It consists of a circular willow frame containing a woven web and hanging feathers and beads. Its origin lies in stories of a protective spirit who used a web to filter dreams. In this belief system, good dreams pass through the web and travel down the feathers to the sleeper, while harmful dreams become trapped in the web and disappear with daylight. The woven pattern represents interconnectedness and guides dream energies along specific paths. Some dream catchers include a bead, representing a captured good dream, or the spirit of protection. Historically, they were small and hung above cradles to guard infants. As the concept spread between indigenous nations, dream catchers developed varied designs while retaining the same protective function. Today, they appear globally as symbols of safety, cultural identity, and spiritual filtering, though traditional dream catchers maintain deep cultural significance within indigenous communities. Scarab. The scarab is a beetle-shaped amulet from ancient Egypt, symbolizing rebirth, protection, and the sun's movement. Its model, the dung beetle, rolls spherical balls of earth, which Egyptians interpreted as a parallel to the sun crossing the sky. This observation led to the scarab's association with Khepri, the god of sunrise and daily renewal. Scarab amulets were carved with inscriptions on the underside, often including prayers, names, or protective spells. These inscriptions allowed the scarab to function both as a spiritual charm and as a practical seal. In funerary contexts, larger heart scarabs were placed on mummies to protect the heart during judgment. In the afterlife, scarabs were commonly made from faience, a glazed ceramic associated with life and regeneration. They also appeared in jewelry, worn by the living for protection. Today, scarabs remain widely used as symbols of endurance, renewal, and continuous good fortune. Cowrie shell. Cowrie shells are smooth, glossy marine shells that became symbols of wealth, fertility, and spiritual protection. They played a major economic role in West and Central Africa, where they served as currency for centuries. This made the shells direct symbols of financial stability and prosperity. Their distinctive oval form also resembles features associated with fertility, linking them to birth, femininity, and generational continuity. Cowries are used in several African divination systems, where they are cast and interpreted according to how they land, providing spiritual guidance. They appear frequently on clothing, jewelry, ritual objects, and crowns to symbolize status and ancestral protection. The shell's durable, enclosed structure symbolizes containment of positive energy and shielding from harm. Today, cowries remain significant in African and diaspora cultural practices and appear globally in fashion and decor as symbols of abundance, beauty, and protective grounding. Rabbit's foot. The rabbit's foot is a portable charm carried for personal luck. It combines European beliefs that rabbits were connected to spiritual realms with African and African-American hoodoo practices that assigned power to specific ritual conditions. The foot represents the rabbit's natural traits: rapid reproduction, quick movement, and alertness. These qualities are interpreted symbolically as abundance, swift success, and protection. In hoodoo tradition, a foot from the left hind leg, obtained under specific circumstances, was considered more potent, reflecting the idea that spiritual thresholds enhance effectiveness. The charm became especially associated with gambling and risk-taking, where success depends largely on chance. Modern commercial versions are dyed and capped with metal for durability, but maintain the association with portable luck. People continue to carry them during exams, competitions, or significant life events where additional fortune is desired. Hei Matau, Maori fishhook pendant. The Hei Matau is a Maori pendant shaped like a stylized fishhook, traditionally carved from bone, stone, or greenstone, punamu. Its form reflects both practical fishing tools and spiritual values. The symbol is connected to the story of the demigod Maui, who used a magical hook to pull the North Island of New Zealand from the sea. This myth established the fishhook as a symbol of strength, resourcefulness, and oceanic abundance. The Hei Matau represents prosperity, safe travel, and respect for the sea, which was central to Maori survival. Material influences, meaning punamu versions, are treasured because they accumulate mana or spiritual power through generations. The curved shape symbolizes securing opportunities and navigating life's challenges. Historically, Hei Matau pendants were used by fishermen and travelers for protection. Today, they serve as symbols of cultural identity and good fortune, worn by both Maori and non-Maori.